What's up, dudes and dudettes of the internet? My name's Scythe, and today we're going to be taking a quick little preview of the new loot collector that's going to be coming to Trove, because this thing is absolutely amazing and I wanted to show you all this. Albeit it can be a little bit confusing, only a little bit though, so maybe once it actually comes onto the live server I'll do like a proper tutorial of it, because who knows what is going to end up changing in the final version. So this is the new loot collector. It is absolutely amazing for various reasons, but first and foremost, you can see that the game itself is going to lock important items so that you can't actually deconstruct these. I could right click this until the end of time. It's not going to end up deconstructing, but say we want to deconstruct it, you just left click to unlock it, and then we could just right click it. Now, here's where things get very interesting, because this radiant staff here, let's say that we accidentally loot collect that as well. Loot collect all the rest of the items while we're at it. Screw it, let's just get rid of them all. Now we're screwed, aren't we? Just kidding, because they actually have a buyback system where, as far as I know, there's no in-game timer to indicate this. I only know because the devs said it. So, but apparently there's supposed to be a 24-hour buyback timer. So we can recraft any of the items that we had lost within a 24-hour period, of course, so long as you have the items that you got from deconstructing it in the first place, right? I don't know, like, I would very much like to see if there was actually an individual timer on all of the items, but maybe they couldn't end up coding something like that. And as near as I can tell from testing, like, let's say, okay, so we got this Forged Radiant Soul, right? And don't worry about any of these items. This is the test server, so of course we've got plenty of everything. Let me just plop this one in here and pull out these other two Radiant Souls, right? And that's actually still going to work as far as reconstructing one of your items. So that's really, really neat. And you can just reconstruct all of them. The other thing too, that's actually a very, very handy system, especially for people like myself and lots of the people that are at the end game and you have like, you know, you have so much of your personal inventory space has been taken up, right? So let's say we lock this staff. We can actually leave, go do a bunch of other stuff, come back to the loot collector, and it's actually still locked. So the system itself remembers all the items that you have in your inventory. Now, there's a couple things that I don't know if they would be considered bugs, but if we actually put the staff into our personal chest and take it back out, I guess the item ID must have changed or something, because now it's actually unlocked. And this is only going to be with certain things, right? So like a Radiant Staff, the game doesn't consider it to be important enough to auto lock, as opposed to recipes are going to auto lock, and all the important items, anything that's stellar, including stellar gems, is going to auto lock as well, which is very, very nice. And the only real big, I guess, bug that I could notice is if we go into the buyback system and then leave, all of the items in our inventory that could be deconstructed are going to be grayed out. Now, this is because the game's code is that of like when we're on the buyback system, all of those same items in our inventory are here and being recognized by the game, but they're not being shown to the player because they, I don't know, they don't qualify or something, right? So if we walk off of it, we can still put the item in our chest and pull it back out. But while the items are grayed out like this, you can't actually move or do anything with them. So, I mean, it's a simple fix. It's just opening up the loot collector and then just leaving again. It only ends up happening when you go to the buyback menu, so hopefully that gets ironed out. But either way, I just wanted to show you that, everybody. Also, we're not going to show that off today because I'm going to wait for it to show up on the live server, but you can kind of see there's going to be new animal masks that are being added to the game. And I mean, they're fantastic, they're hilarious, and they look so good. Like, seriously, I'm actually going to be including a lot of these new animal masks and characters into my Trove lore, so I'm going to be fitting that in. Like, there's a chicken mask or a rooster head, so I'm going to be using that as an evil chicken head. They have, like, a disappointed dog. That's what we all keep calling it anyways, and it just looks, it's so dank, man. Like, seriously, a lot of these heads in this game are memes, which without the devs actually even knowing like how beautiful they are. Like even this guy right here, it's like Bowser's babies, you know? Like it's like, does anybody have any cupcakes? Kill me no later, you little freak. Either way, thanks for watching, folks. Just wanted to give you a quick little preview. Of course, we'll talk about these things a little bit more once it actually comes out on the live server, and I'll probably put a proper, much shorter tutorial on how you actually use the deconstructor, or, well, it's the loot collector. I keep calling it a deconstructor because that's what it was called once upon a time. Thanks for watching though, folks. Sayonara and stay epic.